Say, bro, you got the intro?
No, I ain't got an intro. I thought you had an intro. Do we need an intro?
No.
All right, let's. Hey, welcome back, guys. Episode 90 of the Shoe Dog Podcast with me and the bro 808 Kicks ATL. Make sure you do like, follow, subscribe, come and chat to us. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down like we always do. And please do check out the audio podcast. It's on all the audio channels. Hopefully we'll get it on YouTube Music soon as well, guys. But go and check that out. And thank you for all the love and support that you guys are showing, because the podcast is growing, which is great, which is absolutely great. So all I can say to you guys is thank you very much.
Please, and thank you. And do hit all the buttons that you can hit on whatever platform you're on. It helps us greatly, and we appreciate it. And plus, if y'all rock with us, that means y'all want to hear more from us, and y'all would like for us to be able to do more, and support enables us to do more. So we appreciate all the support that we're getting, and the future support we rocking with. Especially that one person in South America.
Yeah, by the way, shout out to all the American listeners. Shout out to all the Indian listeners, because I did the pull down and I saw a lot of Indian people following us and actually listening to us. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the guys in Canada. Shout out to the guys in UK, and shout out to the guys that everywhere that listen to us, because you make us great, and we're going to keep bringing the greatness. And you can tell by my background, it's Halloween. It's Halloween, guys. It's Halloween. Yeah. So this episode is coming out on Halloween.
This is my costume. By the way, I had to pull out Blackula. For those of y'all that don't know about Blackula, just Google Blackula and watch both movies. You won't be disappointed. If you like old movies, you have to watch Blackula 1 and 2. Great movie.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna try. I think I've seen it before, but I'm gonna try and watch that tomorrow, because me and my missus are trying to sit down and actually make a charcuterie board. If you don't know what a charcuterie board is, like cheese and meats, and kind of sit down and watch some movies. And Blackula might be on the list, bro. I'll definitely try and watch that. I like watching old classic movies.
So we say we pronounce it a little different. Charcuterie.
Charcuterie, yeah, we cool. Yeah, sure. Yeah, but we do it like every Halloween, to be honest. It's great.
I can't get down with charcuterie boards, bro. I'm not a it's everything, bro. I'm not like, I like cheese. I like hot cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like cold cheese in no form. Like I don't like cheese on cold sandwiches. I like cheese on burgers and cheese steaks and stuff like that. I like my cheese melted. I like my cheese to move. You know?
Move it, wiggle it, baby, wiggle it. No. You know what it is? It's you like that cheese melt that actually just kind of melts outside the sandwich, and you can taste it and you can string it. That's all like cheese you like. You like the raclette. You know what raclette is?
Raclette.
So basically, I probably am saying this wrong, but my girlfriend introduced this to me. It's like meat and potatoes with cheese, melted cheese on top. That's your thing, bro. That's definitely your thing. Trust me when I say this. Google it after the podcast. Raclette. Trust me. It's a Portuguese thing. Trust me.
So here we go. Food Dog Podcast. Episode again, right? Episode again. For the food. So I'm gonna tell you what I discovered, right? Back in the day, I used to eat a lot of Hot Pockets when I was young, right? And I'm getting older, and I started not necessarily being health conscious, but caring more about how I was eating. Not necessarily what I was eating, but how I was eating. Like, was this food being processed and packaged and sent to me, or am I doing the cooking? You know what I'm saying? Like having other people doing the cooking for me became a little more difficult for me as I aged. So I'm like,
Okay.
nah, no more hot pockets, right? But I thought about it. And I thought long and hard, and this is what I did. I'm gonna give y'all my recipe. Y'all can try it or not.
Q's secret recipe. Come, let's go, bro. I'm here for it. It's not baked beans or jacket potatoes. Trust me.
No, it's not. So there is a caveat to the way I set it up because I was still using one processed part, which is
Okay. Is what?
Biscuit dough. Not biscuit as in cookie, but biscuit at like American biscuit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Biscuit dough, it come in a little can. You twist it and the can pop open.
I know that. I've seen that. I've actually
Right.
seen that on like adverts. Yeah.
So I would get the biggest can of biscuit dough I can find, probably 2, maybe 3 of those. Actually, I was using croissant for the most part.
Say it properly. Say it properly, bro.
Croissant.
I like the way you say croissant. Croissant.
So the first time I did it with biscuits, but the croissant roll was the way to go. So I take a pan, like a medium sized pan, you know, a long pan, like a rectangle shaped pan, and I line the pan with oil, like baking oil, and spread the croissant dough all around the pan. And then I take the sides. I build the sides up too, like a pie crust.
Yeah.
While I'm doing that, I'm cooking sausage or ground beef or ground turkey or whatever. Throw some vegetables in there. Throw some sauce in there. You know what I'm saying? Have whatever kind of sauce you feeling. You know what I mean? Everybody gets saucy from time to time. You know what I mean? Whatever. Look. Layer of meat, layer of cheese, layer of meat, layer of cheese, bread on top, more croissant dough on top, throw it in the oven, eat,
Bro,
and go to sleep.
that sounds like a pizzania, bro. Q's patented pizzania coming to you, bro. It looks like layer upon layer upon layer, which is a lasagna, but then you got a dough base too, which is a pizza. Pizzania. There you go, bro. A new recipe. 2 layers. Oh, but yeah, you can layer up as much as you want. That's a pizzania, bro.
Hey. And if you feeling extra spicy, you can do another layer of croissant in the middle. Problems, bro. It's problems. Your life is in jeopardy from the time you take the first bite. Your life is in jeopardy. Your whole existence is in jeopardy because you're gonna make it the way you like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man.
But all I'm going to say is, guys, go make Q's patented pizzania. Let us know how it tastes. Give us some reviews and make sure if you don't know how to do it, get hold of Q and tell him what spices he puts into that, because you got to add some spices to it, bro. You got I don't know what spices Q puts, but yeah, I might actually try this. I might actually try this once.
I gave you the instructions. I can't let you all the way in the bag. You know what I mean?
That's what do you call it? The 11 herbs and spices that Q puts into it that you don't need to know.
Hey, my home famous secret ingredient would never be revealed. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly that, bro. You know what? Talking about healthy stuff. What are you drinking anyway today?
Ain't nothing healthy. Shout out to Left Hand, bro. This is another one of the breweries that I distribute. They make great stouts, bro. This is a double. Excuse me. There we go. Double milk stout, chocolate coffee. There's a bunch of stuff going on here, bro. 10.5, and it's 10.5 by volume. Don't get it twisted. It's 10.5. So this will probably be This will probably be the only one I drink tonight.
Okay, yeah, a regular one's like 4.5%, something like 4.5 to 7.5%. That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
But me, I'm drinking this. This is made out of the husk, papaya or fruit husk of a plant in South America that's cased in leather. That literally has got yerba tea on it, and then yerba tea is like this very healthy antioxidant tea, which promotes like weight loss, which promotes good mental health and rehabilitation for like, basically muscles that are kind of fatigued. It kind of keeps you awake because a lot of caffeine in it as well. My missus told me to get that last week. She goes, "You're always working hard, and it's important to keep your actual antioxidants and all like healthier choices in your life." So I go and drink that. So I actually drank that. That's a Uruguayan version, very bitter. So I'm tasting it and I'm getting used to it, but it's nice. It's starting to become nicer the more I drink it. But yeah, guys, if you want to try this or try Q Stout, go and check it out because they're both of them are good options on a Friday night when we're recording, bro.
Yeah, I normally drink stuff that keep crazy words coming out of my mouth. So that's the benefits of what I'm drinking right now.
Yeah, but yeah, just
maybe want to laugh at everything. You know what
I'm saying? Yeah. Always the good side of life, bro. Always the good side of life. That's what it's about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know that meme. I don't want peace. I want violence. We're the opposite. I don't want violence. I want peace.
No, I don't want no violence. No, I don't want no violence. This is not that type of platform. We do not promote violence under a lot of circumstances. That's all I'm gonna say. All right.
Yeah. Okie dokie. All right. So, except for that, there's a lot going on this week. So let's quickly and swiftly move on to the quick strikes, bro.
Let's do it.
Should we go to the quick strikes?
Yeah.
First up is we want to talk about the Jordan 4 anniversary. So basically, we know next year is the 30th Jordan 4 anniversary next year. Mm-hmm. So we know it's going to be a big year. We already got the information about the reimagined bread fours. Military blue fours are coming out as well. But this week, like literally, I'm talking the last couple of days, bro. I don't know if you've seen this. I think you might have seen this already. So look, bro, our Magic. We have another variation of the Amamanier 3 and another variation of the Amamanier 4. And it looks like the Amamanier 4 is going to be similar to the samples or I don't know whether it was a sample or a UA, which was a white variation rather than the violet or variation that we got with the Jordan 4. So we potentially are going to get that variation next year. It's been touted as the Phantom. So that's what we're going to get. What do you think, bro? Because this came out of the blue, bro.
You know how much I like to talk about Alma Mater. You also know how much I'm against mock-ups at this point.
Yeah.
When we're talking about when we're talking about something that I feel like is this serious, meaning Alma Maters are usually hits. You know what I'm saying? Like Unions are usually hits, like Travis's are usually hits. I don't like to play in the mock-up space with sneakers that hold a certain level of gravity. See, because when we started talking about Alma Maters coming, stuff revolves around that. You know what I'm saying? When we talking about a Travis, stuff revolves around that. The same thing with a Union. Not so much with the ones this time because people slept, unfortunately for y'all. I'm going to just say that. Y'all slept on them Union ones. But this is, at least the 4 is. And the 3 is, I feel like, a take on the 4. At least on this image that we're looking at. That's the same thing we was looking at before the Violet or Alma Mater 4s came out. The colors are slightly different, but it's the same exact mock-up, bro. Same color
Yeah.
blocking and everything.
We just have to wait for the release. I think we have to wait for the colorway. I'm going to be honest. Like right this moment in time, we're waiting for the MM in year 5. So we all our pickups are rotated over the MM in year 5, like we did with the Union 1, like we did with the J Balvin 3. We are all like maneuvering around like the MM in years releases because we know for a fact that that's going to be the hypest release for the year, and that's what we're looking at. And like you know what, it is good to kind of get specialty sneakers. I do like the general releases. I do like some of the general releases, but we always like. Let's just be honest. The icing on the cake, the cherry on that Victoria sponge. If you know what Victoria sponge is, the cherry on that actual cake is just that absolutely beautiful release that the brands do, like the collaborations. So a lot of people are going to be absolutely gunning for these like MM in year 3s and MM in year 4s, especially if you've got an MM in year 3 and an MM in year 4 in your rotation already. You're like, yeah, bring it. But bro,
you said it. You said it. Bro. All right. I said what I said, right? I said what I said. I'm not gonna repeat myself. This mock-up looks great. If I'm on my year brought this 3. Now I would be a little disappointed because it's another white 3. But I would buy that just like that.
Yes, I would buy that. Just like that, bro, as well. But I have a very big feeling that up is going to be violet, or they're going to reverse it. They're going to reverse swoosh it.
Even if they do that, I wouldn't. I don't think I would appreciate that as much because I feel like they did that with the 1 and the 2. And the 2 is very, very underappreciated. And I won't say underrated because I'm not the highest on the 2. I bought the 2 because I like 2s and I like I'm on my year. I don't necessarily like Jordan 2 and I'm on my year together the way they did it. I'm cool with it, but it's not my favorite shoe. It's my least favorite of the I'm on my years, and I didn't even buy the 12. I think the 12 is better than the 2. So,
bro, it's
always going to be up in the air.
Yeah, I've got the 12. I do have the 12, which is the white variation of 12. I need to get the flu game variation of 12 for MM, but the white variation is dope, bro. Like on feet is so good though, and this is why I'm looking. That made me even more excited for the cherry 12s, and this is why I feel like when it's a little bit of a collaboration and a take on an OG, it's nice. I'm going to be interested to see what the MM year 3 looks like. I'm also interested to see what the MM year 4 is going to look like. Or like, I do agree with you. We've always talked about this. Mock-ups are always the greatest thing to have in terms of relation to how you want to kind of, like, it gives you a false pretense of what you might get, and then when it doesn't come out that way, it makes you disappointed. And there's been loads of cases where we talked about sneakers, especially like What the Fours. Like What the Fours was a prime example. We thought it's gonna be like What the 5, and we're gonna have a black variation and a white variation. It didn't come out that way, and we were so disappointed. But that's not the end of the story, bro. The story's just beginning with the fours, bro. Because I don't know if you know this one, bro. Do you know this one, bro?
Yeah.
The Jordan 4 Nigel Sylvester, bro.
see, this is where me and you. This is where me and you gonna always have issues. I didn't want to talk about this.
I
didn't want to talk about this. I didn't want to talk about this. It's some this right here.
Yeah.
Nigel 4. I didn't want to.
Hey, bro.
We ain't seen nothing. And I'm already.
No. I know how you feel, bro. I want to see something. I want to see something now, bro.
Is it gonna be an SB?
Oh, that's a great shout, bro. That's a great shout, bro.
That's a triple collab.
Or Bike 4, bro. You know what? I said Air. I put this on Bike Air. Bro, I put this on my TikTok today. And I put this on my TikTok, and I said this: what if they do the right thing with the crease mark, look, with the dirt on it all over the foot, bro? Let's stop talking, bro.
No. I agree with that. Because that would go crazy. Not for me. It wouldn't go crazy for me. But that would go crazy for a lot of people. And if Nigel was attached to that,
that's
cheating, bro. That's cheating.
You know why I said that?
That's a quadruple collab.
I know, but you know why I said that? And right this moment in time, why I said that was because there was a rumor to be a white cement with that dirt, like with that black grease on the toe. It was supposed to be coming out a couple of years back. It never materialized, and we got this different rendition of a white 4 with like Jamaican colorways. I remember that sneaker. And then like with this and with Nigel Sylvester doing the one with all of that, faded and scratch marks on it, that just makes sense because if you watch Do the Right Thing, the guy was carrying a bike. And he stepped on the guy's sneaks. So it makes sense. It makes sense, bro. That's all I'm saying.
It makes sense. It makes sense. But I don't think Nigel is ready to. I don't. Let me not try to speak for him. Let me not try to speak for him, and let me not put a cap on him. Let me not put a limit on him, because we love Nigel over here, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think he should. He is the attachment. He is the collab. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think he should do his own things right now.
I agree with that. I agree with that too. I do agree with that.
If it was a do the right thing, Nigel, do the right thing, Bike Air SB Jordan 4. The sneaker game is done. The sneaker game is done. Everybody is over with. Go to sleep. Everybody go to sleep and wait for that shoe to drop. Just go to sleep. Don't bro, bring your little collabs. Who you want to collab with? Who you want to go get them? Go collab. Go get them. Go collab with everybody and they mama and they little sister, they cousin. Go collab with all. Do a quintuple, dupe, dapple, trapple collab.
Spike Lee. Do the right thing, remastered with the sneaker, with Nigel Sylvester in it. Can you imagine the advert? Can you imagine the advert with Spike Lee in it as well, bro?
With the Mars on it.
Oh, bro. Okay, let's stop. This is getting dangerous. This is getting really violently dangerous. And it's Halloween, bro. We don't want Jason to pop up, bro.
With the Mars on it, bro.
Oh, yo, bro, like
not that bullshit. Not that bullshit they gave Spike Lee. The stitched in Mars on it, like they stitched on them dead your girl got that she wouldn't let you get.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna talk about that in a second. But bro, what I'm gonna say is, okay, we don't talk about that. But go check out the review. That sneaker is dope, absolutely dope. But if you had a checklist,
you better go watch that review.
If you had a checklist, nostalgic, check. Spike Lee, check. Bike Air, check. Jordan 4, check. Anniversary, check. Bro, how many checks do you want? What's a check for the stripes, ain't it? Check. Bring your checklist. It's done. And you know what? We're hyped and we don't even know what the sneaker looks like. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I ain't want to talk about it yet, bro. We ain't seen nothing. We just got news. You know what I'm saying, bro? When I saw it, I had to get away. I did not. I purposely stayed away from that story. I said I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I don't even want to talk about it yet. But you brought it, and that's what's up. That's what's up.
And guys, you just saw firsthand what it feels like to be like a sneaker dog, a shoe dog, sneakerhead. When you see something like this, you get overly excited. And when you get overly excited, this is what comes out. I'm not joking. This is how we get normally. What you don't realize is all the ideas and all we don't need to see the mock up. We're predicting it. We're kind of going in. This is how we have normal conversations. And this is the reason why we started the podcast. And people don't realize how hype we get. Not hype, but how excited we get with sneakers when you just hear something's coming. That's crazy.
Stop explaining to them, bro. We just gonna show them.
All right, next fixed fact, bro. No. Let's talk about the Adidas situation.
So your boy,
not my boy,
he who shall not be named, so-called went from jumping over Jumpman to now being ran over by Adidas. y'all was happy. No. Let me talk to him for a second, bro. Excuse me.
Go, bro.
Hey. All y'all Adidas, Yeezy fans and whores. I'm a Nike horse. I understand. I don't understand y'all. I understand us. So that's where this is coming from. It's with complete bias, by the way, and I really don't care how y'all feel about it. Y'all thought y'all had us. Y'all can't win, bro. Y'all can't win, bro. Look at this. What? Ain't no more Yeezys. Ain't no more Yeezys for y'all. It's over. It's over. For the time being, it's over. If you didn't get it, you ain't gonna get it.
I'm skeptical.
Here we go again, bro. Go ahead. My bad.
I know. I'm skeptical with this because I'm going to say, like, they blame this on the political aspect of Palestine versus Israel. And we're not going to go into that. We're not dealing with politics on the Shooter podcast. But what I'm definitely going to say is, I think this is like a bit of a cop out for them. The reason why I say it's a cop out for them is they've seen the last couple of releases from the Yeezy brand not sell out. They thought they would drop a couple of pairs or drop a release here and there with a mass stock, sell it all out, and then move on. But it hasn't happened that way. People have actually walked away from the Yeezy brand, bro. And like, Ye was right, bro. You can't. He said it a couple of weeks or a month back. You can't sell Yeezys without me, bro. That's what he said, indirectly. And bro, that's proving a correct point here. Right this moment in time, I believe that they've dropped a pair in summertime. They dropped the pair maybe September time or loads of pairs in September time. I thought they were going to drop more in Christmas. It hasn't happened. They paused it. I think they paused it on purpose because I think they realized their stock ain't selling out like it used to.
See, this the difference though. There's the difference between the big dogs, the mastiffs, the Great Danes. You know what I'm talking about? The Cane Corsos, the Argentinos of the world, i.e., Big Swoosh energy. We gonna keep dropping. We don't care if y'all don't buy it or not. Get what? We gonna put it on sale, huh? And we gonna drop another one next week, cause we can do that. We don't care how tired y'all get of it. We don't care how much trash y'all talk about us on y'all podcast or on y'all Instagram or on your Twitter X or whatever threads or where. To keep talking, we gonna keep dropping because we got it and we can. But Adidas, y'all big hot one, much like the Jordan 1 was for Nike. The big hot one is now sitting.
Yeah.
Adidas big hot one. They pile up because there's controversy, right? Which, you know, it is what it is. That was a legit situation. Y'all say, all right, y'all want it, here it go. Oh, Y'all didn't want it. Y'all didn't want it as much as we thought y'all did, or as much as we felt like y'all was saying y'all did. So no, we gonna pull back now. We gonna let y'all. We gonna what they gonna slow drip them like JB do ones. Is that what they gonna do?
I think so. I think so. I have a feeling that you might. This is like a little bit of an intervention that they've kind of like, well, let's drop a couple of pairs in there. But like this, they've got stock. Obviously, they've got stock. They've still got like maybe close to $1 billion worth of value of stock. So they need to get rid of it. And then I do believe like this is like
they ain't got no billion worth of stock now. Hold on, that was crazy.
It was at one point it was 1.3 or something like that, and I think they've done 2 releases, so they might have close to 800 million worth of value of stock still left.
No, hell no, bro. Hold on, bro. You really believe that? You really believe they got that much?
I'm gonna go by the rumors and speculation of what we're hearing.
That sounds like a whole lot, bro. A whole lot. I mean, they dropped. How many sneakers did they drop? Like 8 or 9?
They dropped like 8 or 9 per release, so I can believe that. I can definitely believe that. But from my perspective, this is the nail in the coffin. Like literally, this is the nail in the coffin because.
I agree with that. But hold on, let's do some quick math right quick. The most popular, like let's just say Jordan 11. A million plus pairs each release. The women's 11s brick, by the way, on the shock drop. Yeah, they shock dropped yesterday. Or was it today? One of these days they shock dropped.
Yesterday. It was just Thursday.
So if they make if Jordan Brand Nike making 1 million 11s just on that one release. Yeah. They drop 8 or 9 pairs. Let's say they drop 10 pairs each time. That's 20 million. How many more releases of full-size runs they got to get to 1 billion? That number is astronomical when we talk about sneaker stock.
Well, when we talk about 1 million, when we talk about 1 million pairs, right? 1 million pairs in value. How much is a Jordan 1 in terms of dollars when you buy? No, how much is a Jordan 11 in terms of dollars when you buy it?
$243. $243.
Yeah, so a million pairs of like Concords, or just a million pairs of Neapolitan ones, right? Or 11s. I mean, that equates to roughly quarter million.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I can believe it.
I can believe that. Because Yeezys, some of them Yeezys be $250 out the door. So that's like so 260, 270 with tax. Yeah, They can't. They stupid. They stupid.
Mm-hmm.
They stupid, bro.
I think there's still a lot to come from Yeezy brand, but like when they reflect on this in a couple of years, or when they reflect on this next year, and when the CEO of Adidas said, like, you know what, we're gonna stop selling Yeezys after the stock is gone, he meant that because he's seen what Yeezys are doing at this moment in time. They're not selling like they used to. Simple, bro. Simple. That's
it. You got to put them out there, bro. You have to put them out there. This is the thing. We fickle. We fickle as hell over here in this sneaker community. We don't even know what we're gonna do half the time.
Yeah.
And that's just speaking from personal experience. You know what I'm saying? Put the shoes out, bro. Put them out.
Yeah.
Don't give me political nothing. Don't give me political nothing. Y'all need to stay away from political anything.
Yeah.
Just stay out of that. Deal with y'all business. Stay out of political stuff. It don't work for y'all. Every time something political come up or surrounding them, it's negative, bro. Y'all already tied to Nazi. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Get Stop.
Yeah.
Just sell the shoes. People gonna buy them eventually. Don't be scared to put the stuff on sale. Y'all say y'all really want to get rid of it. Put it out.
Yeah. The thing is, if Adidas released them in about a year or two, they need to put disclaimer on that. They need to put a disclaimer on it because those pairs have been sitting. Like, if you think about when the Kanye situation happened, that was last year? It was last year. When the Kanye situation happened last year, the production date would have been a year before that. That's 2 years already from now. And they released that next year or the year after. That's 4 years. So 4 years the sneakers have been sitting there. Like, you need to put a disclaimer on that because nobody's put their feet on that and actually kind of compress that actual foam or that boost or anything like that. So it could, like, as soon as you put it on feet, it could be a scary situation, bro, where they just blow out.
And do we know how long Boost lasts versus Nike's foam?
We don't. That's the problem.
We can
That's the problem.
we can tell somebody your Nikes gonna last you 7 to 8 years with regular wear, as long as you maintaining them. You know, you condition them and you giving them wears. You know, you put them to work. You massaging that rubber and that glue and putting heat in them and all the necessary things to keep your shoes alive. But yeah, bro, they sitting in the warehouse for 4 years. That's the thing about buying DS. Buying DS after a certain time, bro. Man,
you definitely need to say something about them because you might as well. They could even downgrade them to B grades, and I'm not even joking because, like, basically think about it. Like, your product is as good as it was manufactured, and like when do you kind of say the sell by date is expired? Because nobody knows the sell by date of a sneaker. You experiment with it when it does blow out, and that's the problem with it. Like, when are you going to say to the community, even if they dropped this in these Yeezys in about 2-3 years time?
They ain't had enough time to test it, so they can't. They couldn't even do that. That's a good idea. That's a good idea having an expiration date for your shoes.
Yep. And you know what? No, there should be an expiration date for when you need to unds it.
Right.
That's because you can prolong the life. You can prolong the life of a sneaker eventually over time because you keep wearing it. But some of the people that are going to pick up the sneaker in about, even like, let's just say they release them in another 2-3 years. That's 5 years of DS that they've been sitting there. Then all of a sudden you're going to buy it and you're probably thinking, you know what? I'm going to keep this on fresh for like another year or so. Bro, that's already 6-7 years. When you put your feet in it, it's gone. So
we done went too long on this, man.
No.
They're gonna keep doing what they do, man.
Yeah, next week's right, bro. Okay. So this is gonna be probably a short one because I wanted to discuss just the success of one of the. What if I can pull this up? Just the success of one of the guys in not in the community that's been doing it the most, and this is ASAP Rocky. Basically, he is now creative director of Puma and Formula One. He's joined the partnership. Great things from ASAP Rocky. Let's just see what he comes up with. But that's a great thing for ASAP Rocky to kind of be involved in. Puma, a creative director of Puma and Formula One. Bro, what do you reckon?
I'm trying to figure out how these things going to relate to each other.
Puma.
I know. Right. I was just about to say, I know Puma. As far as football, saying it formally, football, aka soccer, and racing, in particular Formula One racing, Puma has been present and winning in those spaces. And also competitive track and field too. But I'll just say I don't know enough about Formula One to be able to really talk about this for real.
It's huge. It's huge. Formula One is a big business. Formula One is massive.
I know that, but I don't know what is ASAP. I mean, is it like Jay-Z having a partnership with the NFL? It's like, he's supposed to bring a different swag. Supposed to bring some culture to it, I guess.
Yeah, so but it's basically, it looks like Rocky will take on an incumbent style approach to begin creative explorations. For the rest of the year, he will impact the brand's visuals and video content. So basically,
Right.
you know what? I like that because if you watch ASAP Rocky from the start, if you followed ASAP Rocky's music career, you know what that means, and you know the visuals that he uses. Pretty much a similar to Kendrick. Kendrick uses a lot of like visuals to actually represent his music. So does ASAP Rocky. He's like, I love watching his like music videos. They're really, really good, and they kind of remind me of like back in the era when P Diddy used to do his videos and stuff like that, and Busta Rhymes used to do his videos, but he does a modern day take on those videos. I do love the creative direction of ASAP Rocky.
I think you're being a little generous with your praise, but that's how you feel. I've never really been a big fan of ASAP like that.
Yeah.
He been getting drugged a little bit in the culture. On the hip hop side of the culture, he been getting drugged a little bit because of, crazy enough, because of his attachment to Rihanna and his lack of production musically. I coming from my hip hop point of view, I just don't really care about this. I mean, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of the people that's, gonna be up here cracking jokes about him. I laugh at the jokes that other people crack.
We'll get to see some of his exclusive apparel, because basically it looks like Puma and Formula One apparel and accessories collection is going to sneak peek later this year. The capsule is going to be shown later this year, so we've got another couple of months before it's shown. We'll be the judge. We'll have a look at the actual execution of the actual his creative direction with Puma and Formula One when it comes out. Let's just wait. Let's see what happens.
It's a guy that uses a lot. Down the street from my house, he got his own car wash business. Their uniform is Puma Formula One gear.
Yeah.
Where they wear the Puma Formula One shoes and the shirt. And he got big signs with all that. He got his trailer that he keep all his equipment in, got the Puma Formula One brand and all on it. That's the only reason I know that Puma and Formula One have an attachment. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't dawn on me when you first brought this up, but yeah, that is dope for Rocky, because like they went, and I'm pretty sure, bro, he ain't got to do nothing he don't want to do.
Yeah. Bro, that I remember when he did a song with Rihanna in it as well. Rihanna was actually in the song. She didn't sing. She was just like a support artist with his song. I remember that song. I think it's called Goldie. I remember that song. Rihanna was in it, and he's come full circle. He married her, had kids with her, and now he's doing this thing. Which is awesome to see, and that's like a proper full circle, and I love that for him, right? But let's just see what he does with Formula One and Puma. Absolutely dope.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
Yeah. Right, moving on. Next quick strike, bro. We are talking about these books. Let's talk about these books, bro.
I was looking forward to this, the initial release of the book one, the orange colorway. But yeah, he only dropping 500 pairs.
What?
Yeah.
Is that the one that
the orange clay, or clay orange rather, book chapter 1 will only release 500 pairs. And you better believe not all 500 of them pairs going for retail. Because Drake already got Drake got samples though. Book did say, because he went on Complex Sneaker Shopping and said that Drake had them, and was it Ross? Somebody else. It was Drake and somebody else he named that had pairs before he got his pair, his legit pair, not the sample pair. So they all had samples. before he got the release pairs, the retail pairs. He's given
Okay.
away 2 pairs via Complex, and of course I entered. However, there will only be 500 pairs, and we know not all 500 of them pairs. Well, let's say 498 because he's giving away 2 of them.
Okay. So most of these are going to some of them obviously go to friends and family and people that he knows. So we could say maybe let's say 10, maybe 15% of those pairs. So that's 500. That's maybe 30, 60, maybe 75 pairs are going elsewhere. So that reduces it down to, you said another 2 gone somewhere else. Yes, that's 70, 77. So there's probably 423 pairs going to the public potentially. Let's just say 400. So literally already your odds are short, bro. Your odds are short on that pair.
No, it's lightweight impossible to get. It's gonna be lightweight impossible to get this shoe, man.
Why do you think
that's unfortunate?
Why they did that?
It's Book. It's him.
Okay, it's him, so he won.
He's one of those guys. He knows. That's why the shoe looked the way it looked. He said he wants the shoe. He wants you to be able to go from the court to the club without changing shoes.
Okay. You
know what I'm saying? He wants you to be able to go play basketball and then go out to eat in the same shoe. And I think he achieved that. I like the shoe. This colorway has been talked down on a lot, especially when we first saw it. People was calling it boring and whatnot. I like it, bro. And I'm mad because I was going to go for it just because of his first colorway. I was more excited about this than I was about Ja's first colorway. And we're going to talk about that too. But yeah, I'm sad, man. I'm sad. I get it. I get why Book is doing this. It's a moment, you know what I'm saying? He creating his own moment with his first sneaker, making it this important. And I appreciate that and I respect that from him, but it saddens me that I'm really, I ain't really got a legit chance of getting this.
But you know what? All the people that were saying back in the day, this is boring, is the same people that are probably going to turn around and say, I want things because it's limited. And that's, well, we know. And you cool. Yeah, we know already, but that's prime hype beast mode. And you know what? You know what is really funny? It's like imagine a rev meter, right? A rev meter for like just sneaker releases. There's too many pairs. The rev is just down there, like one or two, just trimming there, just slightly, and then all of a sudden, closer to the release, oh no! There's only 1,000 pairs, and then all of a sudden, that rev meter just goes from 1 to like a 10 in 2 seconds. Like, yeah, I want this because it's super limited. That's the hype beast meter. And by the way, we might need to create a hype beast meter for this, bro. Eventually. Because that's a hype beast meter.
We already got it. You done forgot, huh? You done forgot.
That? Oh yeah, I remember that, bro. I remember that. Now I know.
The hyposcalometer list of tears.
That's the one. Hypoter. Yo, I can't even say it. Say that again, bro.
The hyposcalometer list of tears.
That's the one, yo, bro. And on that scale, as soon as you know what, the funny thing is, right? You could design anything you wanted, and people will call it trash. And all of a sudden, when you say it's only 2 pairs coming out, people are clamoring over themselves to get a pair. Trust me, that's always going to be the case. Always going to be the case. Always going to be the case. Next quick fight, bro. Let's have a look at this. What the artifact? Because I don't know. I don't think you've seen this. And this kind of came out of the blue. Not out of the blue. I saw this the other day, and I was thinking, you know what? The concept of it is great. The concept looks nice, but there's only like 40 pairs, bro. And talking about hype, there's like you had to kind of forge to get all 10 sorry about that. You have to forge to get all 10 pairs of these NFTs to get a chance to actually get this pair. It looks dope, to be honest. Like the whole the artifact all on the sneaker. Yeah, that's crazy. What do you reckon? What's your opinion on? I don't know what your thoughts are on Air Force Ones, but what the artifact?
No, I saw these. Well, I didn't see this particular pair, but you don't remember when the whole artifact dot swoosh stuff was starting up, and
Yeah.
when we covered the one artifact story, and it was all these crazy exclusive looking Murakami and all this, you know, I think this is that materialized because this is what we was looking at. Is the swoosh on the lateral side and the artifact lightning bolt on the medial side. So
Yeah.
this stuff is, I mean, the dot swoosh Air Force Ones are coming out. The artifact, Nike Dunks coming out, and now we seeing these artifact what the artifact Air Force Ones. So everything they saying they was gonna do, it seems like it's coming true. It's just depending on whether or not you want to do the whole NFT thing to be able to get them.
Yeah. It's basically it was an NFT forging event which took place, and I think 40 people redeemed every single pair. To honor the efforts of those collectors, a team have gifted each of those 40 people what the catalog into one single pair, which is obviously what is basically what the design of all 40 pairs into one. So that's crazy, and that's absolutely genius from them, and it encourages other people to get onto the actual NFT and forging events, and it's designed for anybody that's involved in the NFT range. A lot of people that don't know NFTs, don't know anything about NFTs and stuff like that are probably kicking themselves because, to be honest, the way they actually showcased that pair was absolutely dope. If you the whole B-roll, enjoy that. I think Artifact are going to do crazy things. If this is a success, and I know a couple of weeks back we had Mr. Miller on and he wasn't too sure about what's happening with Artifact, but it's like you said, they're actually coming through.
Yeah, and it's crazy looking, bro. Like, I can't be mad at it. It's shocking. It's head turning. It's outrageous. It's loud. It's busy. It's everything that it needs to be based on how long we've been waiting on something to materialize. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And look at the materials, bro. Like you got different all these different panels of materials all over this sneaker. Like crocodile leather, you got like canvas, leather, even the swoosh. Is that bejeweled swoosh on the Nike swoosh on the side of it, and then you got like another kind of like artifacts lightning swoosh on the other side, which is looks like it's probably more of a fabric material on it. But without actually looking at the sneaker, you wouldn't know. Like, it's a nice little touch to it, and anybody that's into Air Force Ones would have loved to get this. To be honest,
this sneaker will make me go to SneakerCon next year.
Just to see it, yeah, definitely. That was a good look. That's a good touch, and let's just see what Artifact are going to bring on. I'm going to be interested to see when they start moving off the Air Force One and into different ranges, and more people start to migrate over to NFTs, because that's the thing. That's what we need to look at, because they're just touching Air Force Ones now. If they start touching Dunks, SB Dunks, and you know how crazy SB Dunks already are, and then the Jordan range, that's when most of us start paying attention to this. Trust me.
I ain't dealing with no NFTs though. I just won't get none.
Yeah, especially when they try to charge you in £12, £25 for an NFT to kind of get a chance to get a sneaker. Yeah, all of that, bro. All of that, bro.
Good. I'm good.
All right, next quick strike, bro. It is. So, bring up.
So, LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards got sneaker beef because Anthony Edwards is from Atlanta. Because Anthony Edwards is what Coach Prime would say, a dog. because Anthony Edwards don't care about how you feel about anything pertaining to Anthony Edwards. He don't care about how you feel about what he say or what he do. And he got smoke, chimneys, multiple chimneys of smoke for everybody that's in the lane. Prime example. Anthony Edwards. We know Ant-Man got a sneaker with Adidas, right? It's coming out, right?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna buy it, but I support Ant-Man because he's from the A. I just don't buy Adidas. Sorry, Ant.
Are you about to show the advert? Are you about to show the advert? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Bro, I said a couple of things to you, and you reminded me. He's from Atlanta, bro. I was like, all right, cool. I'll wear off that. But yeah, some of this. Go on, just show the advert.
From a real place. He's not from a real place.
And if you don't know, that's a bit of a hidden joke between me and Q, because every time something crazy happens,
that's a joke for the world, bro. That's not a joke for us. The world knows that Atlanta is not a real place. Trust me, they know.
Go on, bro. Show me.
They know. Shout out to Shawty Low. But for the audio, this for the audio audience. Ant-Man during this commercial is pulling out pairs of other people's sneakers. Let's enjoy. Hold on. It was some Twitter beef too, because Melo at Adidas and Puma came back with some smoke for Melo, backing him up while he was talking reckless to Adidas, using N-words and everything. I just don't like that young boy. It's something about him don't agree with me. But anyway.
He was. Take a shoe. Nah, they ain't messing with him. Nah, I ain't messing with him. Ain't nothing.
Bro,
how about Pumas? Man, these ain't nothing. They them hell nah.
Oh, bro.
These LeBron shoes, I like them 81s better than these, nephew.
LeBron's.
Sure, bro.
These the
that
ones.
Be triggered the generation too, bro.
The color, the feel, look. These the ones for sure. You know how I know? How? Cause they mind crazy, man.
Listen, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna say, shout out to Ant-Man, because he at least he stands by his product. Whatever you produce, you need to stand by your product, and he stands by that product, and I gotta respect that. But doesn't mean I need to agree with it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm rolling with Ant, bro. Not on every shoe, obviously, because I'm biased, but I like this. I like this for Ant. This is his energy. This is his vibe. I appreciate this. And his shoe ain't bad. For a basketball sneaker, I like it. You know what I'm saying? Casually, not so much.
For the audience that are listening to this, I'm going to give you a little bit of a description on that. It looks like a 700 V3, Yeezy 700 V3 in terms of the meshing around it. And it looks like the new fear of God in terms of if you mismatched both of them together, that's what you're looking at. Go and check it out. I do agree with you. It looks dope. It looks really dope. I think it's going to have the technology that it needs to for basketball. It looks dope. It definitely looks dope. And I agree with you. It's a good vibe for him as well. And the thing is, for him to come out and take shots, that's the great thing, because it kind of opens up the discussion who's got the best basketball sneaker, which is great because Melo's doing his thing and now Ant-Man's doing his thing. And obviously we know Zion's got his Zion 3's coming out soon as well. Kyrie's going to... And
Hold on. Zion bike. Zion bike. We ain't talking about sneakers. We're not talking about sneakers here now. Zion, you saw it. I wanted to make sure you saw it. Zion bike.
Yo, Yo, you ain't stopping a rhino, bro. He literally he's got speed and strength, bro. You ain't
And
stopping him.
skill.
Like, the clip I saw,
He
the
crossed up.
bro,
He crossed up 2 people before he embarrassed anybody else that wanted to approach. Yeah, like how you the third one to get embarrassed? You didn't see what he just did to them other 2 people? Get out the way,
no,
fool! What is wrong with
yeah, yo, bro. But
you?
you know what? Bro, that pass. I'm just saying that pass. You never expected Zion to be like 8 foot in the air, bro. That's what I'm saying. That pass
It's
was
Zion. Yeah, he gonna be. Yeah, he up there. He live. He know where he be at. He be out there. He be out there.
That was crazy. That was the most like, yo, bro. If Zion plays that way, there's no stopping him. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, like there's a lot of people that have got their signature sneaker. So the discussion on who's got the best signature sneaker is gonna be crazy this year because I'm expecting to see a lot of people. You know what? It's gonna make people want to play even harder in their signature sneaker to prove that their signature sneaker is the best sneaker out there. And this is what I love about this because you can talk the talk, you have to show it on the court, and that's the thing about it, bro.
Yeah, Ant got Melo to me. I never liked Melo's shoe. I know Melo on his third shoe. I don't like any of them. I really can't tell them apart. To be honest with you, they're so similar. And I get,
Yeah.
the way he theme his stuff, and it's nice for him. Shout out to him or whatever. But if I had to pick, I'm picking Ant's, and not just because of the Atlanta thing. I like Ant's shoe better than, and I don't like Adidas typically. I like his shoe better than I like Melo's shoe though.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say this with my chest because I believe this to be true, right? I'm definitely gonna say the Melo shoes take after a lot from this sneaker, bro. Like this colorway, this color, and I had this the Akari for confetti. I actually got this for somebody. This sneaker was crazy, bro. I'm talking crazy. And I think some of the inspiration for Melo's sneaker comes from this Kyrie 4, especially this confetti colorway. When you ever look at the Rick and Morty stuff, when you ever look at some of his design aspects, they mimic a lot from Kyrie. And then I'm saying that with my chest because I actually seen the comparable differences with the sneakers. I think the Kyrie 4 is absolutely beautiful. This colorway is beautiful. And and that kind of infusion is taken by, and I think that's inspired Melo a lot in my personal opinion.
Bro, if anybody disagree with that, take their Stevie Wonder. Because like, if you can see, you will agree.
Yeah. 100%. And if you know sneakers, if you like, we don't talk about like all the hype release. We know sneakers like in terms of different Kyrie's basketball sneakers. This is why we talk about the comparable differences between them. This is why we say the things we say. And if that durable, bro, that confetti for the Kyrie for confetti in hand is magnificent, bro. Like the graffiti on that, the color difference on that, that's a magnificent sneaker. Magnificent.
Bro. It's the same thing with Ja and Kobe. It's the same thing with, check this out, Zion and Paul George. You ain't never looked at Zion's and thought about Paul George's shoe at the same time. Kyrie's too, but Zion wore Kyrie's and Paul George's in college. It's the same company essentially, Jordan brand, Nike. So yeah, it's the tooling be similar. Giannis, look at Giannis. Look at Sabrina. The Sabrina 1. Look at the LeBron 20. Look at the LeBron 21. It's all derivative of Kobe's. You know what I'm saying? Guess who else wearing the LeBrons right now? Guess who wore the LeBrons last year? Anthony Davis. What was Anthony Davis wearing before he started wearing LeBron 20s and 21s? Kobe's.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, we talk about sneaker cannibalism. this is that, but like it's a necessity because it evolves the sneaker game. It evolves the sneakers. Inspirations taken from inspiration. You build on inspiration. You build on design and aspects. You build on that, and you know what? Like everything needs to evolve, and it's the evolution of a sneaker. Like we talk about this all the time. Sneaker cannibalism is a necessity in the community because it's the evolution of a sneaker. Bro, if we were still wearing Jordan 1s to 4s to 5s to 6s right this moment in time, and there was no evolution with the Kobe or the Kyrie, all of that stuff, we would not be seeing basketball in a different kind of light as well, because basically the performance levels up with the technology you have.
Facts. And that make the difference. And sometimes I feel like that's why designs be so similar when we talk about basketball sneakers and like football sneakers and soccer boots.
Yep.
It function that once they find the best way for the stuff to function, the designs have to then lend itself to the functionality. And when the design obscures or changes the functionality, minimalizes or decreases the functionality, then the designs got to change. The designs may have to be more similar than you want them to be to make it work, to maximize the output. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and when you also think about like LeBron sneakers, a lot of like LeBron 15, if you know the LeBron 15 and the 16, the air unit on that was like all like the air unit went all the way through, but the air unit was quite like massive, and a lot of people that were wearing it, were feeling like they were too off the ground. But
I got rid of mine. I got rid of mine for that very reason. The 17 graffitis, they felt, bruh. I felt like I could fly to the moon.
Yeah, exactly. And when you think about that, they're not built for us. They're built for LeBron. And when LeBron wears them, he doesn't feel that way because he's got more of a body weight and the takeoff that he needs to actually use that compression to actually. That's the tech talking. But and this is why some of the newer basketball sneakers aren't really designed for casual wear. And when we talk about the book ones, it's a bit different because it's quite hard to find that transition now, and this is why Jordan brand, the whole Jordan range, does it really well because it's still such an iconic sneaker that you can actually wear it on the court like really, really hard if you want to bleed, and then casually. And you see what I'm saying? But this is why the newer stuff is harder to wear, and the newer stuff is like, when you wear them, people are like, oh, you're going to play b-ball. No, I want to wear them casually. But then that's where some of the stigma comes across. And this is why we always revert back to Jordans, because Jordans you can wear anywhere, bro. See what I'm saying? And to have crossover is magical.
Bro, I used to tell people all the time, I don't hoop no more. I just dress like it.
That right there is probably the best case scenario. And I think a lot of basketball players, and this is why Book has actually done that, a lot of basketball players really want that crossover. They really want to have a sneaker that can be worn casually, because that means the sell aspect of it increases, because a lot of casual people would want to wear it. And this is why LeBron's earlier ranges are now selling out, because people can see that casual wear. It takes time to mature sometimes. This is why we see LeBron's earlier ranges sell out, like the South Beach years, even the Big Bangs, even though that's more of a basketball sneaker.
I disagree with you to a certain extent on that point, because here now in the US, I can't speak for over there, but here in the US with hoop culture, if you can afford it, most hoopers don't play in the shoes that they wear. They play in the shoes that they play in. So avid hoopers, if they can afford it, they're going to have their hoop shoes and they're going to have their other shoes. You know what I'm saying? Only kids that or people that can't necessarily afford it will play in the same shoes that they wear out now. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, you don't see... I see a lot of guys working in a lot of casual... Bro, I saw some Club C's on feet today, too. I did. I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. But I see a lot of dudes beating their retros after I guess they feel like they done had them long enough. Like the type of people that wear they stuff as soon as they get it. The type of people that don't care about the culture. They just want to be fresh. They wear their stuff a few times and then, it's a work shoe. And I see them and I'm like, I think about my collection. I'm like, I got that shoe and it still look brand new and I done wore it 10 times, but you wearing yours to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, the different cultures move different. So with basketball culture, I see a lot of people that I know hoop on a regular basis. They not wearing their hoop shoes outside, and they not hooping in their outside shoes. It's a total separation from what I play in and what I'm wearing. Like how the pros, they gonna wear. Remember LeBron with the Tiffany's? He had the whole fit. Wore it to the game. He's not playing in them Tiffany ones. And you've never seen him wear his shoe in the entrance. He wears it on the court.
Yeah. That's a bit different because basically I don't think we have a big basketball culture here. But the only differences I can take from that alone is the fact that a lot more people wearing like South Beach is a lot. I wear them, like I don't know other people, but
it's
a lot of people.
Shoe, though. It's a 100% basketball shoe. It is. Yeah. All them LeBrons, they all basketball shoes.
But I think what Jordan did and what LeBron's earlier pairs are doing, the crossover is quite unique. And like a lot of people will want the South Beaches just to wear casually, and that's what I'm trying to take at. And it's quite hard to even now. It's quite hard to wear a Kyrie in like out of the court, and that's kind of because it's just a Kyrie basketball sneaker. This is why I'm trying to get at is like it's hard to do that transition, which Michael Jordan did really well, and it took time for him to do that, but he did that really well. And a lot of basketball players, even though they still court basketball in their court, they want the casuals, non-basketball players still to wear it outside the court, and it's quite hard to do that. It's really hard to do that. If you can do that as a designer and bring that to your basketball range, you're onto a gem. Absolutely onto a gem.
Yeah, for sure. And it's become much harder to do now. And I think Book is for me, Book is the closest that we've seen really since Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we both got the Zion 2 Voodoos. That's a pure basketball shoe, and I'm not wearing that Zion 2 with jeans. Only sweats or sweat shorts. No khakis, no slacks, no jeans. I'm only wearing that shoe with sweats because it's a basketball shoe, so I have to make it look basketball. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that, but I think I'm going to do that Zion 2, Zion 2 Voodoo. I wore it casually. And to be honest, I wore it with jeans. And it still looked good. And I did get a lot of people look at my feet and say, "Wow!" And to be honest, the appreciation was there. It wasn't looks like, "Oh, what the hell you got on your feet?" It looks like that actually looks dope, and that the appreciation comes out naturally with that sneaker.
That part don't matter. I'm talking about just the personal part. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of personal part.
Q's tip for the week. What is it, bro? I'm waiting for this one. I've been waiting all week for this.
Focus on your plate. Don't worry about what anybody else is eating.
That's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Yeah.
Next quick strike.
Next quick strike. That's a good saying, though. Next quick strike. All right, okay, dude. Let's go and look at this company, and it's called X Heyday. I just think this is what it's called. And does this look familiar to you, bro? If you guys want to go and check out X Heyday, go and check that out because they've got the big toe cheesy glossy yellow sneaker. It looks like there's a bit cut out from the front, which looks like Swiss cheese. What does it look like to you, bro?
Look like AI images to me.
It's legit. It's legit, bro.
I mean, we know what it is. Should I say what it is? Or do you want to say what it is?
Say it like it is, bro. I want you to say it like it is.
They biting mischief.
Yep. And not only that, if you didn't believe that, let's have a look at some of their range. They've got that big cheese or big toe cheese. It looks like it's a cross between a Mario sneaker. They've got some wavy stripes apparel, and then they've got a version of a wavy. It's called a triple wavy cow print. Basically, it triple looks wavy like
blue. So I guess the silhouette is the triple wavy. Go ahead.
Yeah, the triple wavy. It looks like I'm going to try and give this description to the audio listeners. Imagine a wavy baby, right? For like the mischief wavy baby, but literally with a flat bottom. So the midsole is wavy, the upper outsole is wavy, and it's got a flat bottom. It literally could be the wavy baby 2.0, but we're not going to discredit them because they've come out and they kind of evolved the wavy baby to more of a wearable wavy baby variation, or what they call is the wavy or the wavy blue or the triple wavy, whatever. What do you think, bro? Because like we talk about evolution and sneaker cannibalism, this was always going to happen, especially with mischief, because their roots started off with biting people, and now ex-Heyday is biting mischief. Because can they complain? That's the thing.
I don't like it. It's trash. It's clearly biting. Nobody wants this. And I mean, come on, bro. Stop. We know it. I don't want to talk about this no more. This is lame. This is lame. I don't. Come on, dog.
Triple wave, no, bro. They got the wavy slip. They got the wavy slip.
Bro, the wavy baby was an art piece. It was a statement. It was a mainstream joke. It was purposefully bad. What y'all doing? What y'all trying to do? This is if Payless came up with a brand mocking mischief. This is what this is. If you don't know what, I know the US people know what Payless is. This ain't it right, bro. This ain't right, bro. This ain't it right here.
I knew you were gonna say. Well, I had a feeling you would say this. I agree with you. I majority agree with you. I wanna. It's okay to bite somebody and evolve somebody's design.
No.
Okay.
This ain't inspiration, bro. This is not.
There's just directly taken off the plate, pretty much.
Plagiarism.
Yeah.
It's plagiarism. Don't bite. Don't. When you bite, you take nibbles. You know what I'm saying? You get inspired. You get inspired and you mimic. Right?
Yeah.
That's natural. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying the whole pizza.
Yeah, man. They
it's a chunk. Bro, they stole your pizzagna, bro.
It's sad. It's sad right here, man. This is sad right here.
Yeah. I kind of have to agree with you, bro. I definitely have to agree with you because, like, when I saw that, I was like, wow. Like, you know,
how did you feel? How did you feel initially? Like your first reaction when you saw it. How did you feel? Like what emotion did you feel?
I was like, damn, man, they ate all the cookies and gave Mischief the box. That's the only way I can think of it. When for that. And you know what? I would have been impressed. I would have been really impressed if they had different ideas down. Like I'm going to say, when you go to Mischief's website is very curated. Like you, and by the way, Mischief are actually doing a exhibition. It's somewhere in the States. I need to find out where it is. But they're doing an exhibition to show off their artwork, and this is crazy, which is absolutely magnificent. They are legitimately an artistic company. I was expecting X Heyday to have maybe more design concepts, different ideas like Mischief do. No, bro. They had two designs and one apparel, or three designs actually. They had the big cheese toe, they had the triple wavy, they had the wavy slip. And I'm like, this website looks like somebody's put this together in 5 minutes, and then they're going to sell merch just off the basis of the secondary hype behind Mischief. That's what it looks like to me personally.
Look like Jeffrey Dahmer to me. Last quick
strike, bro. I'm intrigued about this one because you said you was going to bring something surprising.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let you introduce this topic that you've never seen before, or you might have seen it.
I don't know at all. All right, it's loading up.
Why you ain't talking, bro? Why you say something? Say something. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on right here. What do you see on the Shoe Dog Podcast? Magical Screen of Wonders.
Just when you thought Snoop Dogg was repping Skechers, now Skechers are into the basketball range, bro. Break this down, bro, because I saw this. I know this. I saw this week, and I didn't even clock. I didn't even bat an eyelid, bro.
So you're I can't stop laughing. This is so funny, bro. This is so funny to me. Oh my god.
This is the first time you had me speechless for a couple of seconds, bro.
Oh my god, man. Okay. Let's be serious. Skechers. Skechers want you to buy basketball shoes now. Oh shit. Oh, all right.
This is the same company that basically stole Yeezy colorways and put it on Skechers. This is the same company that was Skechers an orthopedic shoe when it started. This is the same. I'm bro. Now, like, bro, I'm gonna say, if you want a broke foot, just go to Skechers. That's all I'm saying at this moment in time, because that is absolutely proven at all, bro. You know what? Yeezy brand didn't even produce basketball sneakers because they didn't test their tech. Now Skechers are just throwing that name into the bandwagon. Haven't they got an artist? Haven't they got not artist? Haven't they got an NBA player that's actually rocking Skechers at this moment in time?
They got two. They got two, bro. Julius Randle, for some reason, bruh. Listen, bro. I'm a Hawks fan, so I don't care nothing about Julius Randle when it comes to basketball. All right, he played for the Knicks. Damn the Knicks. All right. If you're a Hawks fan, you know what's up. So, Julius Randle and Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann played for the Clippers. He over there with Kawhi. You know Kawhi with New Balance.
Yeah.
Paul George with Nike. So they just they got a whole mixed bag over there with the Clippers. Everybody just trying to get their money. And, I know Julius Randle trying to get his money too, because I'm pretty sure Skechers is releasing the bag. Because we talking about Skechers basketball shoes. Look at these shoes, bro. Everybody go Google Skechers basketball shoes. And you let me know.
By the way, I forgot to mention on that little thing, Skechers orthopedic shoes basically hurt people. I'm talking really hurt people. If I remember rightly, It was false advertised from what I remember. So just be careful. Just be careful. Just watch what happens to these athletes. If they get injured, don't buy the shoe. That's all I'm saying. Literally, like that's how you got to monitor it, because they have, like, it's really hard to break the NBA in terms of like being the shoe to break it and like kind of work well. You got to trial and test it. How much trial and testing they've done on the sneaker, I don't know at all. I do not know. So that's a big thing. That's a big thing.
I'm looking at these Skechers basketball shoes, and you can pick out elements from basketball sneakers that worked and put these together. That's all they did. They took elements from sneakers that already worked, and they tried to put together a basketball sneaker. Don't nobody want it, bro. You want it?
Yeah. Why would I want that?
You want the low. You don't want the lows or the highs. You don't want them. You don't want none of them.
Bro, I
you don't want the Julius Randles, bro.
No, bro. There's a plethora of basketball sneakers out there that were you know, bro. Is that worse than the triple B?
No.
What's worse?
No. If I had a gun in my head, I would pick the Skechers over the triple Bs, because at least Skechers is a legit brand that's been in business for so long. People gave Big Baller Brand all the support they needed initially, and it still flopped. If they had good product, they wouldn't have flopped, and they wouldn't be doing the scarab slides. But
what the toenails?
Yeah, they wouldn't be doing the toenail slides. That was the toenail slide. I forgot about that one. That was the one, toenail slides. Yeah. That was the one for that whatever
episode.
That trash was. No, that trash ass slide they tried to bring out. That was horrible.
Yeah. I look. We can only reserve judgment for what it is at the moment, so we have to kind of see how it performs. But like, if you're designing a basketball sneaker, it needs to have the performance. And I think like, I can understand Puma doing it. I can understand Adidas doing it. I can understand Reebok doing it. The Reebok's got a pedigree. Adidas has still got pedigree. Puma's developing a pedigree, which is great. And Nike is obviously renowned, and like, I would say majority of the sneakers are from the Nike range in terms of, and they've done it with the Kobe's and the Kyries and the LeBrons, and you can name more and more as you go. Now you're stepping into a world where you need to make sure it's performance driven. If Skechers put a performance driven, I don't know,
bro. You can't cut corners with performance sneakers, because they gonna get bust down. It's too many of us, bro. It's too many of us. The wear testers of the world and the Rose Anvils of the world. You're gonna get exposed as soon as they drop. The Hess Kicks of the world. We not gonna buy them, because we not gonna believe until further notice. You know what I'm saying? But the people that thrive on testing and being the first ones to get their hands on stuff. The testers, the wear testers of the world, literally, they gonna tear it apart. They gonna tear it apart soon. They come out, and the jokes will fly. It's gonna be a flock. It's gonna be a whole flock of jokes in the triangular formation flying over the Skechers building for the next 2 weeks.
I would. Oh yeah, I agree with you. I was interesting because the Skechers was the same company that were rumored to kind of want Kanye after he left Adidas. That happened.
Man, watch out.
Skechers recruited Snoop Dogg to do what he did with Skechers, which Snoop is getting the bag anyway.
Snoop got money. Snoop got the bag for them folks. He ain't moving no needle for them folks. Shout out to him. Snoop, Snoop can't sell me no Skechers, bro. I love Snoop Dogg to life. He can't sell me no Skechers, bro. That's not gonna happen.
So we know predominantly what happened with that, like in terms of, and I think Skechers realized that they need to move the needle in different areas, otherwise they won't be around for the next 5 to 10 years. And I think they realize that massively, and this is why they are doing what they're doing. They're giving the bag to the people that they think they will promote their sneakers and going into the basketball lane. I think it's all because they know they could be obsolete if they don't step up the game, and this is what you're seeing.
They're wasting money. They can pay whoever they want to. They can go pay Taylor Swift. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah, but the thing is, the stigma's still there. The stigma of the fact that how they came about, the stigma of the fact that they copied Yeezy colorways, the stigma of the fact that they look, bro. When's the last time we mentioned Skechers on the podcast? Ever?
We don't. This is a joke. Look, that was a whole joke segment. Yeah, we didn't come on, bro. You know damn well I wouldn't bring those Skechers topic to be serious. Come on, bro, get out of here, man. Never. Unless it's a some scandalous type situation. Outside of that, ain't nothing but jokes, bro. I ain't got time for Skechers. When we talked about Snoop, it was jokes. Get out of here, man.
Yeah. Main topic time. Main topic time. Let's talk about main topics now. So basically, today, obviously, it's Halloween. Obviously, that it's Halloween season, and probably this, by the time you listen to this, it'll be Halloween Day, 31st of October. Happy Halloween to everybody. You can see in the background, I've got Jack Skellington, I've got the Ghosty at the top, and I've got Trick or Treat. And you've got your Blackula top on as well, which is great. So
hold on, I should have. Let me. Since we talk about Halloween,
go on, bro.
I gotta pull my guys out. Y'all forgive me. Yeah, man. You know I rock with my guys.
Hey.
The gangs of this Halloween shit. Jason and Freddie, man. On the pop levels for the pop people. The pop bubble burst too, but I don't care. I don't care nothing about that. I wouldn't buy them because they're popular. I buy them because I like them. As usual. Exactly. Proceed, brother. Proceed.
Exactly. So on that note, we're going to talk about sneaker nightmares, sneaker Halloween nightmares. And on that note, let me just say, have you got a sneaker Halloween nightmare story to tell us, bro? Because I've got a couple here that I'm going to read out and let you guys know. But what was your scary story?
It wasn't necessarily... well, I'm going to give you two quick situations, one of which I talked about on the pod before, one of which I may not have, but just in general, frightful situations. I know I talked about a couple times the lineup story for the University Gold 12s, where a fight ensued and this reseller dude had his mom in line as a body. His mom and his kids, they were bodies for him.
Okay.
And he got to fighting about his place in line, and his mom ended up passing out, and the release got shut down, and all that type of stuff. And people the dude that he was getting into it with. He assumed the dude had a gun, but I never saw a gun. But there could have been a gun, and just all this about black and yellow Jordan 12, bro. It was a scary situation.
Oh, well, that's kind of a scary situation there, bro.
Foot Locker sucks. Don't believe Foot Locker notifications. Matter of fact, I'm waiting on. I need to check my notifications right now because I'm scared. I'm trying to get these 12s. Shout out 99. Shout out to Rod. I already got a Rod pair secured. Trying to get these cherry 12s.
We might see a live cop because in about 28 minutes. I need to kind of try my hand at these cherry 12s that's going to drop at midnight. But basically, I tell you my little bit of a scary story. Obviously, you know, if you follow me on Instagram, that Obsidian 1 got locked down and a lot of people try to smash into Foot Locker there. But one of my, it's a little bit of an insignificant scary story. I was walking out with a Shadow 2.0s. If you know the Shadow 2.0s, I had a Puma situation, a Puma suede situation with a zip on it that got dirty when I was younger, but I'm not going to use that because that's very old and I was naive. But I was wearing the Shadow 2.0s. My foot was on the curb, and I'm just saying, my foot slipped off the curb. The back of the curb hit the back of the nubuck on that material, and it left a massive black stain on the back of it. Swiftly got home, washed it, used the nubuck rubber to try to rub it out. You could still see fragments of that black dirt on it. And I was really annoyed. First of all, I don't like the sneaker because of the materials and it's trash materials. And secondly, it left me a sour taste in my mouth with a black mark on the back of it. I was like, you know what? Somebody's trying to tell me something. I should just chuck these in the bin.
I got. It was raining. The first time I wore my university blue 4s. It was raining. It was my wife's birthday. Big birthday party at the hotel. All my people was there. We dancing and all this. And I got some brown on my suede university blue 4s. It was some brown on them. And to this day, other people might not be able to tell, but I can tell exactly where them stains were when I cleaned that shit.
The worst thing about it, bro, that's the worst thing about it. As soon as you get a stain on your sneaker, you might rub it off. You might get rid of it. But bro, you know it was there. You know it was there.
Hold on. We stayed at the hotel that night and the next day. So I didn't get home until 2 days later.
Ooh.
I didn't have no cleaning products with me that night. So that's thing. I tried to clean it up, but you know, if you ain't got no soap, brother, with the the essential oils and the blah blah. I can't tell no more stories, man. You got some stories from some other people, right? I don't want to hear no more.
I got some story. I got some stories because my missus was like, "It's a Halloween subject. You should have Halloween primed podcast." So she sent me a couple of stories. But by the way, I do love the interaction between Mr. Simpson, Scott Simpson, and the two fellow sneakers that I'm friends with. They keep taking banter shots at each other because last week it was I think the question was, what would you raise from the sneaker community? And they both said Scott Simpson. And that kind of made me laugh. And Scott fired back this week and he said, to you guys, basically you are the nightmare on Sneaker Street for basically the fact that you are nightmares. Just put it that way. That's the way. And I wait to see how this evolves over the next couple of weeks. We'll keep a tab on it. This Nightmare on Sneaker Street, bro. That's the one, bro, for this week. Nightmare on Sneaker Street.
Man, keep me out of all Scott drama, man. No.
It's not even drama. It's not. It's just banter.
No, it's drama. It's drama.
Okay. So basically, going into the first story, bro. It's called Night of the Living Deadstock, right? So I'm going to read this. Hopefully I read this all right. My worst experience created a sneaker walk of shame. Anytime you wear older pairs, there's always a risk of a blowout. Yeah, you agree? Mm-hmm. Yeah. The sole falling off or countless other random mishaps. Well, I decided to break out a pair of black Nike Trainer 1s. And we know the black Nike Air Trainer, like the Trainer 1s I've got, right? They're the same ones. From 2001, last year, right? I'd worn them a few times before with no problem. But on this ill-fated day, they gave out on me. Right. My daughter's school had a volleyball game at a nearby school, and I was in the bleachers supporting. Being a good dad, early in the first match, I happened to look down and saw a small chunk of black foam material laying on the bleachers. Right. I didn't think much of it and kept watching the game, shifting my seat position from sitting up to cross-legged to leaning back when I noticed another piece of black. And I noticed another piece of black material laying on the bleachers. That's when I happened to look down at one of my shoes. Tragedy had struck. And I'm about to show you what happened, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Reaching down, I curiously touched the bottom of my left shoe. Another bit fell. Pieces were crumbling from the shoe of my trainers. I blinked at the gym's AC. Every time I blinked at the gym's AC blew a little bit of wind their way. Basically, every time the AC kicked in, it was blowing his foam off his sneakers. This wasn't looking good, but thankfully the school was only 10 minutes away from my house. The only problem was the gym entrance was all the way across the court, and I felt like I was sitting 100 miles away. I'd rather walk the full slide line of the basketball court than the baseline in front of everybody. But I'm no chump. I didn't embarrass easily, so I manned up and started marching. With every step, another piece crumbled. By the time I reached the gym floor, and took maybe 6 to 7 steps, the heel were disintegrating and becoming uncomfortable to walk in, and leaving a trail of black bits behind me. You reckon?
No, go ahead.
I got there and drove home. The shoes were grinding to pieces when I hit the gas and brakes. I swapped into another black pair of kicks. As not to raise suspicion when I got back to the game. I'm pretty sure the kids and the smothering parents sprinkled in the crowd didn't really notice what was happening. Still, there was probably at least one person that noticed that I'd left during the exit. So basically, bro, why'd you say that was cap?
That's cap because he implied that he took the noble route. Let me present a more noble route than he suggests that he took. Take the shoes off and carry them out in your hands. Wear your socks outside, bro, and get in the car and drive home with your socks on.
And then change them back.
That's the noble route. He tried to dispel shame with his explanation. I sense a lot of shame in that explanation.
Yeah.
Because he bit the bullet. Now, ain't no shame in biting the bullet and taking your shots like a man. You wore the shoes out, so you wanted to wear them back in. You wanted to let them die on the field of battle. You wanted to give them a warrior's death. You know what I'm saying? You let them shoes go out the way they came in, as pieces being put together. But you left all the pieces in the gym. And you could have had them pieces and took them back home and put them in the trash can with the rest of the shoe, or do whatever you was going to do with them. Maybe you wanted to keep them or whatever. But no, you left the job to the custodian of that gym in that school. Sure enough, he get paid for it. But don't tell me you took the honorable way out by wearing the shoes outside. You tried to be inconspicuous, and you stated that you don't think anybody else noticed because you went home and put on another all-black pair. You felt a lot of shame behind that, bro. You felt a lot of shame behind that. Let's be honest. And I don't blame you for feeling shame. That's what makes it a horror story.
The worst thing is, this is going to happen to us in our lifetime. When we wear a pair of sneakers that's quite old, it's going to blow out.
No. I'm not letting that happen to me. I am not.
Really?
I'm testing.
Oh,
because I'm gonna wear my black metallic 5s till they fall apart. More than likely, because I feel like we'll get another pair before they fall apart. Whether or not they're the same, we can, they might reimagine it. We want a leather. We want an all leather black metallic. We with that.
Yeah.
We talked about it. But yeah, You're right. You're right. It's gonna happen to us.
It's gonna happen because it will happen, but like we will maneuver differently. All right, next story. Right, I might say two more because it's quite long. Next story.
You should have brought another shoe. He should have brought another shoe.
Yeah. Like if you're wearing a very old shoe, that's a good tactic. If you're wearing a very old shoe and you know there's a risk of it blowing up, just get another sneaker that you know you could wear and swap just in case that happens. That's a good strategy. Actually, that's a really good strategy. Do that. That's advice.
And it's a flex.
Yeah, exactly. You came in one and you left another. You stop the humiliation factor. You know what? It is quite embarrassing when you have a blowout sneaker because like your sneakers are talking for you, and it is kind of tragic as well.
That's the one.
Your sneakers are talking for you. I'm just jotting that down.
What's the other story, bro?
Friday the 13th, right? So my horror story involves my Air Jordan 13s and a party. My 13s is my favorite shoe of all time, and I documented this numerous times on the internet. I have one.
This you?
No, not me. It's not me. I hope it's not me. I have one original pair of 13s, the white red, which is obviously the cherry reds. I really and I mean really wear them. In the summer of 2006, I decided to wear them at a party. The party was at my house, though I felt I could control it. So basically, you thought, it gets out of control. That's what happened. See, my girlfriend, now his wife, decided to drink wine that night. Usually she's a vodka girl and a beer girl. You know where this is headed. Both would have been better selections that night. She was an entertainer at the party, as they were mainly her friends at the residence. I must say that my wife, by her standards, is a phenomenal with her alcohol intake, but when you have a bottle of white wine and then move directly onto red wine, it could be a problem for anybody. I agree with that. Yeah. As I was sitting next to her on our desk, as we all talked to tell stories at the wee hours of the night, pretty typical Midwest summer night, so it's quite warm. But with the amount of alcohol, the stories got louder and longer and more animated. Added to the fact that my wife mixed her colors, obviously red and white wine, and I soon had a new colorway on my Jordan 13s. Some of the deep red as opposed to white so basically it looks like she spilt the wine on the 13s, bro. I will say I never tried to call it attention to it. I instantly disappeared because I knew it happened. I went to work without the stain. Cold night, blotched out, basic repeated, and the sneaker. Basically, the white of the sneaker turned burgundy red, and the red turned even redder. And they stayed like that, bro. Imagine somebody spilt red wine all over your suede sneakers.
No. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. We gonna live together through that moment. That's what's gonna happen. That's a great story. Similar, not as severe. He got games that I've been had in the background for a while now. At a party, one of my friends, I can't remember exactly who. I wish I could remember exactly who so I can put him on the spot again. But ended up spilling some dark colored beer. Or no, I spilled the beer, but the friend induced the spill. It was like a inadvertent bump or something like that. Because y'all know I drink stout, dark beer, stouts and porters and whatnot. And I cleaned it, but I had to acknowledge it on the spot. You can't. I don't care who it is, and it don't have to be severe. You don't have to make a big deal of it when it happens, depending on the situation, depending on the atmosphere. You know, you don't want to destroy the vibe. Never intentionally destroy the vibe. You can, depending on the situation and depending on the person, your feelings can be held and or reserved in the moment. Because sneakers are just sneakers, right? We can clean them. We can get another pair. You know, they're not worth a relationship. They're not worth a life. You know, they're not worth jail time or none of that stuff. It's a privilege. You're spending your money, you know what I mean, to have these things. So it is a privilege indeed. But if you spill something on my shoes, you're going to know when I know.
Yo, I've heard of situations where somebody's like, I remember somebody telling me this. They wore their brand spanking new. I can't remember, it was either Adidas or Reeboks, and they wore them one night, bro, in a festival, in a bit like maybe it wasn't a beer festival, but like maybe Oktoberfest, bro. Came out with that, and they were soaked in beer and wine. Done. You ain't getting out. No way. Especially if it's
I'm going to a festival tomorrow, a beer festival in a park, a natural park. I've been trying to figure out for the past 6 days what shoe I'm gonna wear at this beer festival. Because I want, you know what I want to do. You know. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of people there. It ain't necessarily gonna be a sneaker crowd, but you know, I wanna, you know what I'm saying? We gonna do what we do on a regular basis. We gonna always do what we do. We got pairs. When we go outside, we want to pull out pairs. So I wanna get saucy, but it's a park, a natural park, meaning minimal pavement. And it's a beer festival, and I like dark beer.
Yeah. Bro, we're all black. Triple black, you're fine. Triple black, you'll be fine. Right, last story of today, right? This is called Bride of Frankenstein. You already know what this is about, right? Every mail order sneaker fiend worst nightmare is to open up a box and learn what you picked up is straight fugazi, fake. What did I do to deserve this treatment? Was I not enough to snipe the winning bid within 10 seconds remaining in the auction? Was I not a PayPal ready? You then processed this hurt through my 5 stages of grief, right? Listen to this one. Denial that somebody would sell you a fake. Anger towards the seller of the shoe. Bargaining with the seller to this for a discount or refund for the fake shoes your hype beast ass brought. Depression that eBay and PayPal didn't assist you with your bargaining. And finally, the acceptance that your shoe is fake but still wearable, right? And last but not least, nightmare that after all the bad they except the fact that they didn't refund him and they sided with the seller and they still gave him the fake pair and they still had to pay out for a fake pair. Imagine, bro, you bought a pair, it's fake, and who, like, I think it's eBay. I think from what he's talking about is eBay. He's not mentioning them. eBay sides with the seller, and still, this is before the verification process. This is pre-verification process. They side with the seller because eBay were back in the day siding with the seller. And when that situation happens, you ain't got a get out clause, bro. You are stuck with that sneaker because they sided with the seller. Now you got to pay the seller whatever value of that sneaker was because they believed the seller and you still bought a pair even though it was fake. Imagine paying £500 or £600 for a fake pair and eBay said, sorry, you just got.
No, I refuse to imagine that.
That's a nightmare.
I refuse to imagine that. Ain't no way. Bro, what? I got to choke somebody. Somebody bring your neck. Somebody got to present neck. I got to strangle something. I got to
just
break something.
to the Undertaker. Choke slam.
Bruh, no. I don't even want the slam part. Just give me the choke. I got to choke some. I got to hurt something that can feel the pain. From like, I got to this pain got to transfer somewhere, some kind of way, bro. Like it's got anger, bro. Anger.
Oh, you know it, bro. You know that situation. You not only did you get duped for a sneaker, not only that you got a fake and you realized it was a fake. The fact that like you know what the best thing with that story was, he went through all the stages of grief, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance, bro. He went through it, and the fact that leave it with the game. Leave it with the game. That belongs to the game, bro. Like, unfortunately, whatever you say, that belongs to the game.
No, boy. Somebody got to feel something, boy. Somebody got somebody got to feel something. Somebody that ain't got nothing to do with that situation gonna feel something from that situation. I promise you. It got to go somewhere. It got to go somewhere. And if I can't do nothing to the people that are responsible, oh boy, trauma. PTSD.
I knew that would get you triggered. I knew that would get you triggered because like nobody wants to be duped, bro. You're spending your hard-earned money on a sneaker, and then you get duped, and then you know what compounds that hurt is the fact that the platform that they're selling the sneaker on actually says, sorry, we can't do anything because you still got the sneaker.
You know why I got a custom Jordan 1, right?
Yeah.
We don't even need to have a conversation no more. No, we done. We done. Hey, look, if you don't know for the time being, it's on one of the other episodes. You can try to find it. I don't know which one it's on. It's a bunch of them. They all good.
All right, cool. But like that, there's some scary stories out there. But if you got a scary story, leave it in the comments, guys. We want to know your scary story. I know it's Halloween, so have a good Halloween. But tell us your scary story because I don't think a lot of people wanted to tell us a scary story on Instagram because I don't think they wanted to kind of air their grievances. Or I told people like just drop me a DM if it's a long story, and nobody got back to me because I don't think people want to tell their scary stories, bro. That's all I'm saying.
It is what it is, bro. It is what it is, man. Y'all, it's okay. Look, this interesting too. I don't want to get into it. I just want to mention it. It's Halloween is on a Tuesday this year, which means next year is going to be on a Wednesday. A lot of people in the U.S. celebrating Halloween over this weekend, the weekend before the 31st. So next year when it's on a Wednesday, do you celebrate on the weekend before or the weekend after?
Or do you celebrate on both weekends? Or just use that Saturday to the next Sunday. That's the whole week, bro. The whole week is a Halloween weekend. I know what you mean because everybody's going to be supporting it and just gone. Because by the time we show this, it'll be the weekend gone. But bro, Halloween's an amazing festival, and not festival. Halloween's an amazing event. Like to just the autumn vibe that they use in Halloween is absolutely dope. Like I do enjoy it. My missus loves like the fall season. And this is why I've got stuff in the background because of her. She loves like stuff like this. Like I said, every year we do a charcuterie board. We're gonna get some Dunkin' Donuts as well, which they've got this glow in the dark. I'm not Dunkin' Donuts. I mean Krispy Kreme donuts. They've got this glow in the dark box. When you open it up, like literally when you buy it, it glows in the dark. If I can get that, I'm gonna show it. I'll show you guys on Instagram. Go and check it out. But I'm telling you guys, like literally, it's a glow in the dark box with special kind of like donuts on it in it as well. So that whole vibe is great. I might send you some pictures of last Halloween because we got some donuts as well. We just got a charcuterie board and stuff like that. It is dope.
You did.
You did. Yeah.
No, bro.
Yeah.
Listen. I know how you do. Y'all. We don't go holiday crazy over here like that. Like we do shit, but it's not like we're not decorative like that. Like we still creating or should I say curating the vibe of our house in general. So like we don't go too far with the decorations, but no, I know how y'all do. Y'all strapped up with it over there. I ain't been strapped up like that. Even when we was a kids, like our families is Christmas. Some families we did a little bit of Halloween stuff, like maybe some stuff, couple things outside, jack-o'-lantern, but we ain't never get deep with it, like the whole carving pumpkins and all that. Like y'all do all that.
Yeah. No, we did it. We did it when a couple of years back, when before we got flooded. A couple of years back, we did pumpkins and stuff like that, and we decorated a house into Witch's Tavern as well. That was great. Like we had a really nice party together with all everybody there. So that was pretty good. But like recently, it's been more like, especially with COVID, we just reined it down to a couple of people to call around and to have like a bonfire and stuff. We've got like a fire pit, so we put fire this, sit out there and literally kind of enjoy just the vibe in the night when it's nice and warm and stuff like that. So we do that. Like my missus enjoys it. She when we grew up in UK, it's totally different. America is totally different as well, because when you look at it from that perspective alone, America celebrate like you guys celebrate a lot more Halloween. You get a lot more stuff.
We got hella holidays, bro. Labor Day, Memorial Day, Black History Month, MLK Day, 4th of July, Thanksgiving. There's a bunch of shit that y'all ain't got. Easter, spring break.
Yeah.
But it's a bunch of holidays where kids be out of school. You know what I'm saying? Most major holidays, kids out of school. So yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, but I think she didn't ever get a chance to kind of go Halloween or trick or treating and stuff like that. So for her, it was nostalgic for her to kind of do stuff like this, and it kind of made her feel like it more involved. And every time she looks at stuff in terms of going and picking up stuff, she always kind of like mimics look at the guys in the States, look what they do and stuff like that. It's amazing, and I do feel sorry for her because she always wants to go get involved and stuff like that. See what I'm saying? All right, guys, we just had to take a little break because you know what? Midnight, Cherry 12s, Instant Cop. Thank you, guys. Thank you to guys at Offspring because I love their midnight releases. And you know what? Sometimes you just have to step away slightly to get your sneaker. Cherry 12s, I love them. Cherry 12s. I definitely looked in. I was looking forward to that release all year, bro. 100%. But now you know what it is. Now we have to get serious. This is the one.
Yeah.
This is the one.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
Resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Guilty, and welcome back to Sneaker Court of Public Opinion with me, Judge Public Opinion, and Executioner. On this scary night, guys, we're about to tell some scary stories about some scary individuals that should be scarily out of the community. Because first up, we're going to talk about a scary situation with Urban Outfitters that are actually reselling sneakers, guys. A retailer reselling sneakers. This reminds me of the Foot Locker situation when they got some shares, I think in GOAT, but now it looks like this company called Urban Outfitters. If you don't know Urban Outfitters, they're a retailer. They actually got a company called Nully Thrift. Or thrift. And now they think it's a good idea to sell you guys resell sneakers because I think their bottom line is suffering with the actual current climate. They're trying to sell you these sneakers at resale prices. How in this holy world are we getting retailers jumping on the bandwagon and trying to be resellers? Tell me, bro. Tell me how this is happening at this moment in time. Tell me how these companies are trying to profiteer off the sneaker community. These culture vultures jumping on the situation just to take money out of your pocket. Tell me, bro. How?
This is straight up culture vulturism right here, right? This is a prime example of corporations seeing the dollar signs on people's foreheads and then people's eyes and then people's minds and then people's hearts. These people don't understand the culture. They don't care about your collection. They don't care about nostalgia. They don't care about nothing. All they care about is bottom line. And they losing money over here. So of course they're going to find some type of scam way to jump on the bandwagon and try to take advantage of a culture that's thriving when at this point, it don't even make sense to be hearing about this.
Nope.
So I'm pretty sure that ain't working either. And that's what they damn get. American Outfitters, listen, bro. And I hope every sneakerhead in the world learns about this story via whatever outlet. Anything I figure out associated with American Outfitters, you get none of Urban Outfitters. You get nothing from me. Nathan, I knew some twin brothers that were ironically named Nathan and Nathaniel. Nate and Nate. Everybody called both of them Nate. It was crazy. One of them had another nickname too. I couldn't figure out what the other nickname was. And the funnier part about it is I was cool with one of them and not so cool with the other one. And sometimes I couldn't tell them apart. And when I saw the one that I wasn't so cool with and thought he was the one that I was cool with, it was always a negative interaction. Even though me and Bro ain't had no problem with each other, he just got mad because I couldn't tell him and his identical twin brother apart, which I don't understand. But shout out to the Nates. This is trash.
Absolutely trash. And you know what? You called your second-hand resale company Nully Thrift because you're not getting Nully, you're not getting zilch, you're not getting zero money from any other sneakerhead community because you're culture vulture. And on this verdict, guys. Guilty, and I'm just gonna say, take your trash and throw it away. Any other verdict you want to put, bro?
Bury this company, bro. Bury this company and every parent company and every associated company with this company and the companies.
Yeah,
they died.
And last but not least, we got one last one to go through because, bro. Guilty because this happened this week. And I want to bring this to your attention, bro. Because what I want to bring to
Chicago police are investigating at least 2 crash and grabs in the city this morning.
One attempt failed, but the other was successful. WGN's Eric Rung has the latest on both investigations from the Near West Side.
Chicago police say 4 to 5 people were in an SUV that crashed into the front of the store. They got out, grabbed whatever they could, and took off. The store owners say the loss is devastating. When thieves crashed into the Fleet Club this morning around 4:30, they left a big hole in the storefront and in the hearts of its owners.
Lost for words. Like, I just can't believe it. You know, people will go to those measures to get, material items.
And Jim Hughes and the owners say they opened this store on the 2200 block of West Taylor Street About 8 years ago, they've been targeted by thieves 6 times over the years.
Enough.
But not all in the location.
Enough.
Did you see what I'm seeing?
Please,
You
please stop
smashing
the
through
video, bro. Please. Hey, man. Dude that was there, he participated, okay?
you basically thought what I thought. You know, it's one of those parodies where the guy actually took the merchants up there thinking, you know what, I'm going to check out what's going to happen here because I want to know what's happening. What are these people talking about? And me know nothing. Me know nothing.
He was wearing clothes from the run. He was fresh as hell, bro. He was fresh as hell. He was wearing clothes for the robbers, man. Hey, man, get him out of here, bro. Get him out of here, bro. Hey, man, guilty. Everybody, guilty. Him, the news, and everybody else, bro.
It almost seems like a parody, one of those comic strips, bro. But by the way, this happened in Chicago. 100K went missing, and this was a crash and grab, bro. SUV through the front door. It looked like a resale shop anyway. Through the front door, grab everything you can, run out the door. Chicago, bro. Crime is criming at the moment, especially and for you guys in the States. We've seen a lot over the last year, bro. It's crazy out here. Well, on that note, bro. Guilty. What's the verdict, bro? What's the verdict?
Everybody up, bro. Lock up everybody, bro. The cameraman, the reporter, the dude they was talking to, the employees. Just locking everybody up, bro. Guilty until proven innocent, damn it. I'm sick of it.
Oh, you mean this guy?
Don't show him.
All right, enough of that. Guilty is short. Remember that thing? Lock your mama, your daughters, your wife, and your husband away because these scrubbers are out here to play.
Oh, dear. Somebody get that man somebody get that man some waterproof Air Force Ones, bro. I'm sure.
Yo, bro. Goon Force One.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Yo, bro, that was too funny. The fact that we both looked at that situation, because I didn't see the news report. I heard, I kind of saw the first 5 seconds. I didn't know the guy actually did the actual interview, and I was like, when you saw it and I saw it, we thought the same thing. Like, bro, what you doing here, bro? I know you just stole that merchandise. Just run, bro. You know what the detectives say? You know what the detectives always say? It's always a person that wants to be most involved that's the guilty of the person. Doesn't matter what it is, because when people take stuff or when people do stuff, they want to know the repercussions and the fact that they're not kind of being mentioned. So it's always the people close to the situation that's always guilty.
Look. I was joking, bro. Man. I don't think dude had nothing to do with it for real, but he did have on a tracksuit. So,
you know what? It reminded me of
sometimes the jokes write themselves, bro. Sometimes the jokes write themselves. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, well, bro, I can't believe we're still getting robbed here. Like literally, like companies are. How do we prevent these robberies? Because you're not going to stop them. You're not going to stop them, bro.
You said it, bro. It's the times, man. For real. to really be serious about it is the times, bro. Like it's crazy everywhere. Like people from wherever they're from like to talk about how crazy it is in other places, but it's crazy everywhere because everybody is talking about how crazy it is somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Is wars going on? It's still genocide tactics, you know what I'm saying? And we ain't getting deep or going, conspiracy, nothing, but like we all see things, we all have thoughts outside. This is a release, you know what I'm saying? Like what we do, it's a hobby, it's a release, you know what I'm saying? It's a passion. And this is what we get joy from, you know what I mean? And when we get heated about it, it comes from passion. It's not like actual anger about stuff that really matter. You know what I'm saying? So there are things, so many things that matter more that come into play with everything, and that be the shit for real. That be the shit for real.
I would say just be careful out there. Just be careful out there, guys, because it's a very dangerous place out there at the moment. Just be safe, be careful, just be aware what you're doing. And by the way, like when Q says this is a hobby, trust me, this is a hobby. Like the amount of times like people when we say we think about this 24/7. We do every waking hour. We're thinking about stuff. Like we drop messages to each other. Not only us, like people that we talk to, like people that we are around us anyway. That we always constantly talk. I always get messages about, have you seen this release? Have you seen this release? What about this? What about that? I always get questions now, and that comes with the status we're in at the moment. Like in terms of people are knowing who we are. People tune into the podcast. People tune into the reviews. People look at us as I think sometimes more of a guidance. So, I always get questions. Oh, do you know this and do you know that? Or like, I'll try to give advice, and this is why I try to do my TikTok and try and give people advice because, like, we want people to get peers, but it is hard work. Like a lot of people, I guarantee a lot of people probably sit here and think, they just record a podcast, bro. Nah. It goes deep, bro. It goes deep. Welcome to the world.
No, we ain't gotta do all that, bro. We ain't gotta do all that because at the end of the day is what we love to do. So, and that that's the most important part. That's the most important part. Cause
100%.
We gonna do it. We gonna do it until we don't. So that's what matters. So that's why we encourage people. Even though I don't like to tell people that we're the same size as me, what I'm going for. That's the selfish side of me. And I know that. I know I have a real selfish side to myself. And people that know me know that. I'm pretty sure y'all can see it through the pod. You know what I mean? But
especially when you say, "Don't talk about that, bro. Don't worry. You don't need to worry about that, bro."
You ain't see. You had to do it. You had to say it. Now you done let the whole cat out the bag. Now the elephant, you done put the elephant in the bathroom.
Elephant's not in the room anymore. He's taking a dump in the bathroom.
I'm finna go eat, man. I'm done. I ain't got nothing to talk about.
Shoot Up Podcast episode 90. Keep being awesome, guys. Keep being great and keep doing your thing and keep grinding and keep doing the things that you love. That's the most important thing, guys. Whatever makes you happy. Like me and Q log on every week to actually joke around, and you can notice on the podcast we do joke around a lot and we vibe off each other a lot, which is awesome. So find something that you love to do and keep progressing and doing it. And if you can make it great, keep making it great. That's all I'm going to say, bro.
And find your people too.
Yeah.
Find like minds. Find people that you feel like you get respect from, that respect you the same way, and just enjoy as much as you can. Be serious when you need to be serious, and the rest of the time, try to enjoy yourself and be happy. Whatever happy is to you.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell nobody what happy is. I respect.
Yeah.
I respect people's happy. Respect other people's happy too. When you doing your happy.
Exactly, and make sure you don't have any nightmares on Sneaker Street, or if you don't have any nightmares with sneaker blowouts or sneaker. Yo, bro, I didn't even tell you the worst one. I didn't even tell you the worst horror story. I'll leave it to another time. I'm talking about puke all over the sneakers. That's worse. But we talked about wine on sneakers. Just be careful, guys. Just be careful, guys. Be careful. Don't make sure you're not on Sneaker Street. Right, guys.
Yeah.
Cool it, bro.
Hey, yo. Everybody have a great and fun Halloween. Enjoy your children, your family, and whatnot. Y'all party and be safe. Or if you have party, hopefully it was safe. Have a great week, great month, a great rest of the year. Rock what you like, okay? Please rock what you like. And don't believe the hype, because why, bro?
Because you make the sneakers great.
Just don't believe the hype, man. The hype.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, bro.
The hype is trash.
Peace out, guys.